So, game number one here of the winners bracket final of King of the Sea 15 EU. We have Rain in green here on Land of Fire with Vermont, Ohio, Brisbane,
Oh
Salem,
god.
Moskva, Gearing, Grozavoy, Kleber, and Ragnar.
Oh no. Oh no. There's
Oh
an Alvaro
yes!
in the game.
Heading!
So we have Kremlin, Schlieffen, Brisbane, Moskva, Minotaur, Double Haragumo, Vampire 2, and Alvaro. And I'm pretty sure Strangers doesn't even know what that shit is.
Alvaro de Bazan. It's a lesser known ship. We haven't really been seeing much of it this tournament, but the Alvaro de Bazan has one unique little feature. It has the funny button.
The plane button?
No, the
Or
funny
the F key
button
button.
that makes the F key, the funny button. He has a burst salvo. He gets 3 shots in the series, I believe, and a long cooldown after that. But that gives you upfront burst power.
Yep.
Seeing,
And considering it's an 8-gun gunboat, that's a lot of damage you can pump out very quickly.
yeah. So let's go quick look at some builds really quickly. Let's go with the green team first because that's how I always do this. Salem's going to be running range mod for Artorius. We have Gearing with the leg mod. We have Vermont running PCP slot 1. Brisbane could be running Outnumbered.
That's a heavy AP Vermont.
I'm sorry, what?
Just putting it out there.
That is a heavy AP Vermont. Henning.
I knew it! I knew it all. That's almost identical to my build.
Swift and Silence, leg mod, the Bear, and finally the Ragnar. Something standard for once. Alright, meanwhile, over on the red team builds, we have, Haragimo, leg mod, RPF, AFD. We have Minotaur, Outnumbered. We have a Moskva, leg mod. We have this Kremlin of El Snackman going to be running Vigilance, surprisingly enough. I suppose you don't need the Torchiverse. Fine, I guess. He's getting smoked up in the middle by that vampire. Stephen going to be running.
Base to reverse is good enough.
Stephen going to be running the full secondary, but PM over expert. So he doesn't want to get those top tubes capped, I guess. Option. Then we have the Brisbane of Kinnymod. Wasn't allowed to play Colbert apparently. Finally, the Alvaro de Bazan going to be taking Fearless Brawler BFT. Getting yelled at in the background. And then we have the Harrigan leg mod. Cool. Deployments. Green team. The B cap. Gearing. Salem. Smoking up there. Ragnar in the B cap. Vermont but behind that. And Grozavoy, Brisbane over at the A cap. D cap we have Kleber, leg mod, Moskva, and Ohio. Somebody please go over the red team.
We have Haragumo, Alvaro, Brisbane going hard towards the A cap with a smoke screen with the Schlieffen behind it. Vampire to Kremlin. Smoke trailing slowly towards the 4-5 line island. That's the new way to get the Kremlin there, I guess. We have a thick Haragumo smoke screen from between the gap between the 7-line islands, covering a Minotaur and a Moskva towards the sea cap.
On top
That is
of an
a- that is a-
immediate radar from Blood Legend to try to cover the gap.
That is an interesting deployment. Also, there's like conga line tops all hitting the Haragumo. Good
It's fine.
talk.
We removed friendly fire. Point with the peak of male performance there, hitting every single torpedo on that Argumo. Fortunately, it's his teammate.
I like that
On
smoke
those
screen
are
on
on
sea.
point.
Clever tops.
You can. Sheep should be fine with that one. Desync. Not my desync.
I like the super slow smoke of the vampire to smoke the Kremlin in.
Yep.
Shiver did take a bit of HP damage for it though. But
Yeah,
he
but
made
they
it
have
there
this
with his
position
Salem.
now. And that's a radar Salem, and he has conga lines going towards his face. I don't think they spotted. Fine.
Nice.
He's well and thoroughly behind the island.
So this Alvaro position, that is ex-Solitude in the Alvaro de Bazan. He was casting with us last weekend. And now he's in an Alvaro de Bazan. How the mighty have fallen.
I don't even know, man.
You're supposed to be muted.
I heard that. What the fuck was that?
That was my phone. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
You know when I tell somebody I'm literally live on Twitch, Okay, mute. There we go. I've turned down my ringtone, but I didn't turn off my notifications apparently.
Yeah, Alvaro's actually smoking out now and smoking the Schlieffen in.
Yeah, that's going to be
I
a
mean-
major issue for Torius, having a Schlieffen in the
Yeah.
smoke screen.
Like,
Angel
it's just a
Stone.
Schlieffen, just,
Already
secondary.
sitting there with his primary armaments that don't need to be aimed.
Angle Stone there, giving a nice little angle to those torpedoes. Going to be taking 2.
I mean, Artorias can't tank this.
No, not infinitely.
Hanging for a little while, but he's caught
Not
in
even that
Vampire
long.
Hydra.
Like, it's Schlieffen secondary. They can
Yeah, but
literally
the-
everywhere. Gonna cause
the-
fires left, right, and center.
The Vampire Hydra is down now, though, so he's fine. For a while. Meanwhile, the Grozavoy looking not so fine. Bison there, do Bison.
Nope,
Oh, he got
neither is she.
dusted.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's a
Yeah.
lot of HP that just disappeared.
Alvaro the funny button Bazan. And
I don't even
Bison.
know.
He's limping away with a permafire actually. He popped his Damacon a little bit early there. Suppose he might have needed to get his engine back so he could escape the radar. But yeah, he's suffering.
Man, early trades pretty rough for Wayne here.
Ooh, on the DDs though, PTA's traded a lot of capital ship HP for that though.
Did they? The Kremlin is very fine. The Schlieffen dropped a little bit of HP, but that was mostly tops.
But the Brisbane is taking more damage though. Keeney should be fine now. He's getting away with it. But they have a lot of ships on A that just got it locked down. So now it's really a question if Rain can make a play on Charlie with a Kleber on 10k.
Yep.
But they are pushing, like they're pushing Blood's going, Points leaving, Marcello's gone. So C cap should be a free cap for Rain now. It's just a question of how long time they need to realize this, and if Point dares to open fire with an Ohio Moskva behind them.
Yep. Also, always there's also always the danger of the Kremlin going for a random place. Like Kremlin in mid, just kind of.
There's also a danger of an Alvaro de Bazan torpedo and Grozavoy.
No, that is unfortunate.
I was busy
I think all
watching.
teams at this point has PTSD for torpedoes on that line at this point, anyways, so it doesn't matter.
That is really unfortunate. Like losing the lead like that is completely. Like this is actually really bad for Wayne because losing that TD means that Penta now has an option to actually do aggressive plays on the 1-2 line. Salem is spotted again by Hydro, and now does Schlieffen Harugumo just farm the shit out of him.
I mean, Moskva Harugumo behind as well there.
I'm not sure the Salem is living. I don't think he is. Like,
how long the Gearing smoke screen last?
Like, he needs
to leave. He's leaving. He just needs to take the chance. Pray the RNG and bail.
Like his
The
damage
Vampire,
goes down,
the Vampire
he just
Hydra
used
is
the
5
heal.
kilometers, so he's not getting out of it.
Yeah, he's just gone.
The Vampire 2's Hydra is 5 kilometers. Like, there's no way he gets the full turnout in front of, like, Schlieffen, Haru, Moskva.
I mean, you just had to
You have
gamble
to gamble
it.
it. You just have to chance it.
Yeah, I suppose.
There's nothing else you can do. You just have to chance it.
So another basically free kill here.
Well, Ohio on 9-line, Malibu finally making a play, but just getting caught by Moscow radar now. So this is all spotted.
Yep.
good talk, Henning. Yep.
Algumo being Algumo is being spotted, but like what's gonna
Sheep is
shoot
dying
him?
as
Like
well, though.
yeah, Sheep is gonna get
He
counter shot
might
here by
die
both
now.
Minotaur and Harugumo. Harugumo's actually reversing into the torpedo. So that
In range? Question mark? Yes, it is in
it
range.
is.
He
It
collects
is a stern hit, so it doesn't hit as much, but it's definitely
Just
helpful.
takes a hit from the front as well, though, so it's additional adrenaline rush, I guess. But Sheep looks like he's surviving this one.
Yep, on
Barely.
1.8k. Well, that torpedo actually
That's
really
actually
big.
really bad for PTA because the Moskva there, Marcello is kind of stuck there, and the Moskva is gonna get radar up soon.
Vampire 2 also down to 5.7k at this point, and there is a Moskva up his face, so he can't stay there indefinitely.
I think they're trying to use that to just get the cap, but I think that's gonna cost them 1 DD. Snackbite's taking a lot of damage, has gone off the island as well now, is vulnerable from Ragnar from behind.
Yep.
He's trying to leave.
I know if Point is kind of caught by wind. Well, no, he's not. But no, like, I was thinking if he wants to like go around the back of Ohio, but no.
No,
He
he's
might
just
find
trying to find
sheep.
an angle on the Moskva. Yep,
Point's
he
fine.
does.
He
has
does find
items to
sheep.
play. Yep, he
Yeah.
has a radar. So does sheep survive this?
I don't think anything has an angle on him.
No,
Point
trying to
will.
get the angle soon, but he's bleeding time though because sheep's just gonna go to left and just try to kite the island.
Yep.
No, Blood Legend definitely doesn't have an angle. Point finally gets the angle, but he also cannot infinitely chase because of the threat of the Ohio. As that new Spanish DD.
The Ohio can't shoot him. The Ohio guns are not even close to him, and he's
Yeah,
actually behind the second island. And I think she just goes down here. He's stuck.
Yeah, sheep is good. That's a DD kill. But that
What were you on
still,
about,
though, might
Alvaro?
not do much. Yeah, he's running down the Brisbane now, and he's going to eventually collect that kill.
Oh yeah, there's the
Down
funny
to
button.
Brisbane. And there we go.
Vampire
And,
conquering the Moskva.
Yep. Just in mid. And it's 5 ships down for Wayne at this point.
Yeah, this
So,
is.
It's well over.
Like, Wayne's battleships both healthy, but I mean, what are you gonna do if you don't have map control anymore?
Well, they don't have the map control, they don't have the positions, they have nothing. I mean, Gangbanger's sitting there stationary, shooting the water, so they have
Yeah,
already called it.
that's a GG go next moment.
They have
Yeah,
called it.
Yeah, they're slowing down right now, shooting the water. They're giving up. So that's gonna be game 1. And I like that one. I'm so fighting.
I had
That
the
was
names the wrong way
certainly a game.
around. And... No, I didn't.
I mean,
have
it was a
them.
fast and decisive play. It was just unfortunate with the torpedo hit on the one line, though, with the Groshavai going down.
The torpedo hit on the one line was definitely unfortunate. The Salem was always gonna die. I don't think there
Yeah,
was
he
any
was
saving
screwed.
in that. Sheep going down like that. I'm not sure.
It
Like-
wouldn't have changed the outcome, though. Like, the outcome was already settled with the Salem never tried to extract.
Yep. They also lost the Moskva, left the sea cat to conga lines. That was like that's the thing, right? They just exposed themselves to the possibility of torps so many times that just a few of them connected and it just ended the game basically immediately.
Yep.
So with that, game 1 goes to Penta. But that's
Hey.
okay, because we have a lot more maps.
Yeah, we have at least 2.
Indeed,
Which is
yeah,
like-
these two.
That's more than 1.
Really, Painter?
Yes. Maths with Pinzo. Quagsire the Pond. Rangers 1, 2, 3.
You both just went black for me. Feels bad.
Yeah, it's still fine on my end.
It just the refresh as we come back now. It also reduces the amount of CPU usage between games. Wait, no. I have it shut down between. It's fine, don't think about it.
Technically,
Ah, anyway.
Annoying, though.
Your face is annoying.
Fair enough. Alright, so our next map is gonna be Sleeping Giant.
Yeah, so we all looking forward to the Pepega Dome. We don't really get the
Maybe.
Pepega Dome anymore, unfortunately. Like, Pepega Dome just doesn't seem to be happening now that we've moved the cap outside it, which is both a blessing and a curse. I liked watching the things that happened in the Pepega Dome, but at the same time, it was...
It was so
it's
much
really
dice
annoying to
rolling.
Play exactly. You're
It
playing a
was-
luck game.
Yeah. Like, if you don't get the good spawn, you might just get fucked. If you like your drop spread is off or something, you might just lose. It wasn't great.
No, but then you have
Well-
these like hilarious 35 submerge strategies and stuff.
Well, we do have new bans as well, and one of them includes Kleber.
Yep.
Wayne bans Brisbane, and Penta doesn't like the Kleber, which is understandable.
It's
Have a
kind
nice
of
day.
understandable.
So what do you
want
think about the Alvaro pick last game, by the way?
So, I got a little bit of intel
Huh?
about that, actually.
Okay.
I was told that the Alvaro was specifically to burst out a ship at a specific spot. It looks like it didn't run that strat, so...
I mean, they kinda did. The Gorge Boy got spotted once and got chunked hard.
Hmm.
Like, he dropped down to like 8k HP and left. And afterwards, he ate a top. It was unlucky, but like, I'm not sure he can really contest that aggressively after that either. Not after that.
Not against a burst chip, not without support either. Like, his support was not really there either. Like, a lot of ships were committed to B as well, with both the Gearing and the Salem that were not in a position to help.
So here we are. Penta, late in the tournament, again bringing out weird ships that no one expects.
How it's always been. You save the funny strategies for last because they're the ones that you least expect.
Yep.
You know, all the time we spent back in the day trying to conjure up random strategies.
I mean, and then there was Petrol Cots, the Unlay was like, can we fit more Petros in here?
And then there was my cards like, can we fit just one Emma?
Yeah. You just wanted your shimmer.
I just want my shimmer. Oh.
Meanwhile, I was like, okay, is it gonna be Kremlin or Ohio?
Where do you ram? Like that's all you needed to know. Where do I go? Where do I go ram?
Just
It
telling
was
you.
so bad.
So Henning,
Like especially when it was Land of Fire, it was horrible.
honestly, that's the only reason he did that full little loop on Crash Zone Alpha, so he like didn't ram as quickly and made it look less bad. Like, that's his
There
option.
wasn't anything to ram there on that flank.
That's why you got confused and ended up going around in fucking circles. Like, where do I ram? Where do I ram?
I guess I need to put the reminding screenshot on screen right now.
Well, you can't see it.
No,
Just
you
put it over your
don't.
camera. Put it over your camera so everyone else can see it.
Oh yeah, it starts streaming static images again.
Yeah. I mean,
Hold on, let me find it. Where did I put it? Where did I save that screenshot again? There it is.
See, what am I doing? There we go.
Here, now it's over my camera. Yo, that is way too big. Transform, reset, transform. There. Now it's over my camera. You can all enjoy that now.
yes, that's Henning doing little loops background. So Henning, tell me, when you're playing Land of Fire, right? Why do you want to be stern in, not stern in? When you're playing Crash Zone Alpha, why do you want to be stern in, pointing towards J1? Why is that a good spot when you're playing Kremlin? Tell me. Tell
Because I
everyone,
didn't want to like be nose into a Thunderer counter push, but you know that never happened. Instead, the Thunderer just went mid and it would look like a dumbass.
They sound like excuses. Sound like excuses.
That's Copium Deluxe. And in the meantime, I'm spending the entire game running circles around trying to cap stuff with this Kremlin and A
Look.
minus ton.
Look, we had the cap. Mission successful.
Oh, so you decide to go look for the closet?
I mean, what was I?
Did you find Narnia?
I did turn around eventually, and then just
Yeah,
You
you're
know, went
finally
down-
fulfilling your 360.
went down the 10 line and found nothing there because there was nothing there, and then I went like mid and shot a Thunderer for like 1k every 30 seconds, and then I got HE back and cried. I think
Yeah.
we're going, by the way.
Well, oh there, I finally got the minimap render on. Yeah. Currently looking at what happened in the previous game. Stuff, things, stuff and things,
Yes.
things and stuff and things. Stuff happened, then some things happened, then some more stuff and some more things, and then an Alvaro de Bazan happened, and we're quite confused about why that exists, but here we are, and then a Salem died, and then like, a Mostra died.
I got randomly torpedoed, stuff died,
Yeah.
ships exploded, Congo
Yeah.
lines happened.
Yeah,
Big
Congo
boom.
lines. It's like a conga line, but now it's in the Congo. Like, as in, like, yes.
Congo
So-
line, is it like, you know, all 5 different kinds of Congo you have in the game behind each other?
Yes, but they have torpedoes. And Strangers just
I mean-
fades into the distance.
I need a replacement. Yeah, I need a replacement picture for Strangers. I already replaced Stranger because the like flickering of like black screen into like freeze frame into like a little bit of camera footage is annoying.
Oh, here, I'll give you a replacement image.
It needs to be TOS. So
Alright, tell you what, you entertain the people. Actually, no. Who is going to entertain the people is I'm going to put the map intro video on, and I'm going to run to the bathroom.
A colossal battle between opposing fleets will soon unfold here amongst the waters of the East China Sea. The residents of these islands will shortly bear witness to the thunder and flash of combat, and only one team will sail away victorious. This is Sleeping Giant. Sleeping Giant is a 48 by 48 kilometer domination style map with 3 cap points running in a line from west to east. The A cap is on the left, B is in the center, and C is on the right. Cap A on the left is fraught with danger. Previously located in the Thunderdome, the new cap location has an island on the left side that provides limited protection for both teams, while on the right side, the Thunderdome can provide cover for radar cruisers. Any team looking to take the cap will now have to gain control of both sets of islands in order to hold it. In the center, Capture Area B is just as perilous, as it is now smaller than it used to be. Completely open with plenty of places for radar cruisers to hide nearby without being spotted, it's commonly left uncaptured until the mid and late game. Cap C on the right may be the most treacherous. Originally centered on the set of 4 islands to the left of the cap, which provided some cover for a daring destroyer player, the now wide open cap will be challenging for even the most skilled of teams to contest and hold, unless they gain control of the island chain near the center or the Ocean of the Ten line. 18 ships, 2 teams, 1 victor. It's time to play Sleeping Giant.
Video.
Why?
Because the game might go at any time.
You have sound and background, you hear when it goes. You also have 2 casters telling you when the game.
I mean, I also have the game on my screen.
You also
I
have
just
like
didn't want to look at the map video anymore.
your picture is still just like Henning, by the way.
I've taken it off now, but
Really?
on my side it's off.
a little smaller. Fucking hell.
There we go. Now it's fixed.
Henning, go put up my image. Go, go.
Perfect.
Honestly, guest star is a fantastic feature.
I mean, I don't know why it like randomly broke over the last week. Like it worked perfectly fine the first 2 weekends, so kind of
Yeah,
weird.
but maybe it's because we use 3. Like, nope, that's too many.
Last weekend we also had 3 and it worked fine.
No, we had 2 because yours broke immediately.
That was my webcam that broke, and I still streamed like a static image.
Oh yeah, because we're gonna be able to tell when that worked, right?
I mean, at least everyone else's footage worked, so you know.
Debatable.
I mean, I got the footage of both of you, like yours and Solitude's, just fine. My chat is demanding me to be more blue. See, the bad part is I could just do that. Could just
Go for
make
blue.
myself. No.
Go, go. I'm blue, da boo dee, da boo da. Go, go.
What's going on with you there?
Yes.
I mean, we're apparently waiting on the official cast again.
Hey!
Alright, wake me up. Look, you know what it is? Sacrifice is just like, I know Panzo has somewhere to be at 7. I'm gonna purpose
Oh, we're going.
drag out this.
We're going.
Yeah. Sarah's like, I'm gonna drag this out as long as possible so Pain can't go away to the festival. I might have to skip the last series. Find out.
That's unlucky.
You find out which side Penta is on.
Right side.
Or on.
Keep do.
Yes, so.
Normal game scene.
Got PTA versus Rain, so no, it's not the normal PNC. It spawns reverse. Why
I
would you
mean,
lie
it's
to me
not-
like that?
Did you
It
screw
is
up?
Rain. Yeah, it's Rain versus Spinter, you Pipega.
Not anymore. It's not. It says Rain versus. Right. Anyway, green team for this game will beat Rain, and they're going to be running Vermont, Ohio, Des Moines, Stalingrad, Gearing, Marceau, and Ragnar.
And Penta's running Vermont, Ohio, Des Moines, Moskva, Stalingrad, Minotaur, Harugumo, Gearing, and Wagner.
You actively trying to sabotage.
What do you
Right,
mean?
anyway.
You're apparently like showing preferences for a team here by, putting them first even when they're not supposed to.
Right.
Yo, Penta like got the perfect spawns. Look at their deployment. Oh, almost. One Stalingrad has to cross.
Dazzle Gearing is back. Outnumbered Des Moines as well. Got here. Heavy AP Vermont is back.
Wasn't Sheep running Dazzle as well earlier? Now he's not.
No. Sheep was running Dazzle in a different tournament entirely.
Oh, okay.
I asked him about it during. Silverblade gonna be Vigilance on Ohio. I think you don't. Do you not want the
Yeah,
Torchverse on Ohio?
Ohio Turtle is really fast. I think it's 30 base.
Yeah, but you got the improved Torchverse pick anyway. I mean, I don't know.
But you don't need it. That's the thing. You can just get away with not running that.
I mean,
Sure.
having it's nice though.
Yeah, because like there's always
Yes.
that one
Or
opportunity.
you take less damage from Torps.
You're saying that there's a meaningful choice in Loud? That doesn't seem right. Not in World of Warships. We don't get meaningful. Look at Destroyer builds.
Hey,
I
we
mean-
have seen the choice of people running range mod BFT.
Alright, silence now. So anyway, initial
Alright.
deployments. Green team have sent over at the A cap Marceau, Gearing, Des Moines, Stalingrad, Ohio. B cap they've sent literally nothing. C cap we have Vermont, Ragnar, Des Moines, and Gearing. They've chosen to bring Ragnar, Stalingrad as their pool 2 picks, and Marceau as their pool 1 pick.
In the meantime, on the south side, we have a Minotaur now at half HP, followed by a Gearing smokescreen on Charlie, with another Vermont slowly eventually trundling along. Ragnar going somewhere in the middle of Bravo, with the rest of the tactical at his
Oh,
combat
that
group.
Minotaur is radar right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
Ragnar
got a really
radar.
bad day.
And he's got Des Moines on his broadside. He's already lost half his health to, I think that was Dastat in the Vermont there.
He's 3D printing now, though. In the meantime, on the other side, Stalingrad, Moscow, Ohio, Harugumo, Des Moines, slowly trundling along towards A, now catching gangbang and pushing him out of the cap, question mark.
Yeah, then Ohio's coming across the map onto the Minotaur as well, but I think that's missing. Yep.
Yeah, Mino's fine.
I'm taking
Does he
a
get-
lot of damage here.
Yeah, that's a
He
really
can
nice
print it
Ragnar radar spot, by the way. Like a really nice Ragnar radar spot. Caught them good.
Yeah, now the smoke is basically useless because the Gearing is gonna have an easy time to just go around it.
Especially
Yeah.
with Kenny also having used his radar and the Des Moines existing, so that's going to be really awkward for PTA.
Just seen the name of the Des Moines. A cap and Giggle. Not gonna go into details.
Alright, we have Penta going for the B contest here. There's literally nothing like Wayne can do to prevent this. This is just gonna be a cap ticking.
Yeah, cap ticking.
Though,
And meanwhile, A
Rain
cap
gets
is.
Stalingrad
A-cap
and
is
Des Moines
this
both simultaneously
disaster.
radaring here, dear.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication there on the Wayne Raiders. Meanwhile, Penta's Des Moines also radaring and finding the Marceau. Gets a little bit of
are
damage
you
there.
sure that's a miscommunication? That Arturius is not in range of radar anything. That is almost certainly a misclick.
That could
You
also
should
just
know.
be
Oof, Malamu just took a slap.
a slight one. Not too much.
I mean, it hurts.
It was a Citadel. Healing potential is non-existent, but yeah.
It's not
Not
going to really affect the
too
outcome,
much.
though, long term. It's unlikely to.
Nothing really happening over at sea right now, is there?
Nah.
It's just a slow strategic play, I guess. The positioning, the jockeying for position. But Solly's Ragnar moving in. Maybe they're going to bring the Vermont over and try to make a play on Charlie, because they're not really making progress on A. But they have ganged down to half HP, but is that... Do you think TWA is going to think that's enough for them to try to break A as well as C, or are they going to just...
I don't think so. Wayne has committed 5 shifts completely to A, while Panda's Moskva can't really help there. So it's still like a 5 versus 4. They can't really push here. At least not yet.
I mean, Rain don't need to do right now. They're taking 2 casts. Right?
Yeah.
So Snackman is currently sending a salvo at a little bit of tickling.
Scratch damage.
A little bit of tickling.
Decent amount. But I think the big problem for Rain is that they do have a low HP Marceau. Now he's getting away at the moment, but
I'm surprised
he's
that
not that low. He's like half HP, which is definitely an issue, but
yeah, but this is also like
Penta isn't
French
immediately
saturation.
threatening anything right now. They're gonna go for a C contest here with the Ragnar.
Also, with it being French saturation, half HP is kind of like, you know.
but it's also in low enough HP that you're not really going to be participating in any gunfights. So it's just that awkward level of HP where you're not healthy enough to really want to proactively do anything, but you're not low enough that you need to preserve yourself either.
And this is gonna be
on the radars.
Yeah.
The radars will be coming up real soon here.
There's
There
an
it
Moin
is.
Raider.
Yeah, we'll be catching the Ragnar, we'll be catching the gearing of Vile as well.
Even if Vile gets radar, it's not a problem.
The Ragnar being Raider is kind of a problem. The Vermont is really, really close. That could hurt if the Vermont
could.
side
Here we
wins.
He's gonna stop drop. Oh, he can just fiddle out of that one, taking 1 over pen.
Yep. Saw the gap, went for that one. And now he's stuck.
Which means Vile could potentially go in, retake the cap, and Solly can go into the smoke and try to use... No, the smoke's gonna expire before he gets to take advantage of that.
There'll be no smoke. Ragnar Raider comes out, spots Basti, he's probably just... right?
Well,
You should.
TD opening up now, he's just gonna run away from that, but that should mean that Vile gets the cap, which they're rotating in right now.
Are going to mine smoke strain, going up the 1 line as well in the background there. Getting a little ground.
Very slowly, though. The Stalingrad radar has been ready to go for a long time.
Big chunk onto the Ragnar of Pots All Day, Dogs All Night there.
He's
Yep.
still taking the damage, and he finally
Now
gets
he's
the
got
kill.
it. Does have a permafire on him. And the next heal is gonna be 60 seconds away.
So with this smoke screen expiring right now, there is if a trade goes on here, if the
I
respawn
don't think
comes out
Violet's
from
gonna get the
green
cap. Yeah, the Gearings are
No.
spotting each other right now.
Yeah. Any mod can't join in. There's a Vermont staring at him. Actually saying that maybe he can, but Oz joining in. He's a
Vermont's gonna shoot the Vile,
Oh, this
so he needs
this
to
is
join.
gonna hurt.
Yep.
Oh, that was honestly not that bad.
yeah. Both Vermonts kind of not getting everything they wanted there.
I still think Kino should have joined for 1 salvo, knowing the Vermont had opened fire.
He doesn't undermine, but he has
They're
a leg
spotting
mod,
each
so
other again.
Yep.
this is
Like,
getting hairy.
this is a shootout here. Who can get the salvos in better?
But we're not seeing, like, Solly's not joining, Keeny's not joining. It's just Vile being target practice at the moment.
And taking a lot of HP damage for that, and but he's gonna have
It's
his
80
smokes
trades.
back now. So a slight issue though is once again we see Vile didn't bring the superintendent for the extra smoke. Basti did. So they're gonna have
And
much
there's
more
drops
stake power
heading
here.
for the Wayne Wagner though, and these
Yeah.
are dangerous.
These are really problematic, 'cause he's just turned in. He has just locked his rudder. He is committed to turning in. He's trying to turn out.
Oh,
there's
He's
a-
finding the gap.
These are this one is connecting for
He's
sure.
going to collect that one mid-section as well, I think. That is
Ooh.
down to 1.7.
I think that
That
was
is
Bao.
big. That was not Bao. That was mid.
That was
yes.
he collected that one mid, and that is really bad. He was indecisive.
Fast emotion
and
getting
it
really
could've-
caught here on a push on the 1 line. Kind of gonna regret this decision, I think. Gonna make it the island. He's gonna be
He's gonna
alive.
make the island, but he's not gonna be alive for long because the Stalinguard's just gonna finish him.
I don't know about finishing him, But it's gonna be a
Okay,
long,
starting with
drawn-out trade.
nothing, but like what's that? What's the Lemoyne gonna do about the starting blood now?
Yeah,
like,
exactly. He's just
oh,
gonna
he
sit
actually
there
goes
starting
stealth.
HP.
He actually goes stealth. Never mind.
Ooh, that's awkward. I mean, Stalin does have the radar, but I think he's trying to hold that for the Harugumo. He can't afford to bleed that right now. But the Harugumo should be joining the farm on the Stalin guard. If he, there he goes.
Well,
There's
there's the radar now.
Algo actually kind of caught in a weird spot here.
Also got
Gang is
himself
going
in a
in.
weird spot. Yeah.
I think Blood Legend has seen the opportunity. He's going to chase Gangbang into the donut, and that's going to be the big decisive play of this match.
Well, there's gonna be a Rain Vermont waiting for that play though, and if he doesn't
Rain
do it
Vermont-
now,
The Vermont guns are not on the correct
I'm pretty
side.
sure he's busy with the other side. He's sitting there
Actually-
as well.
Gang's getting chunked by the Des Moines himself. Actually,
Yep. I mean,
Yeah.
he's currently highboard. Like, he can't despot.
But I'm pretty sure Blood Legend.
And if he
is going for it.
despots, yeah, unlike Chung in the starting guard still has a radar ready, so just the gangster's dead.
Like, he's going to die there. Unless he's able to get forwards fast enough and dodge just enough, but that
No.
is not good enough.
So that's just a clean kill.
Blood
Fast
Legend is
motion
gonna go in.
is hard spotted again.
yeah, but I don't think he cares. Honestly,
He does. Like, he's 16k HP against the 55k starting guard. He's not winning that.
I mean, Ohio is moving up to provide support, and Blood Legend will be able to pin the Gearing Des Moines, prevent them from being able to join the support. That really is going to be the decisive fight. Unless something major can happen on Seaside, but Rain, I don't really think Rain has enough of an advantage there with the rug and not having lost HP. Like, I think
They're actually starting guard taking quite a lot of damage here already.
Yeah.
also Tobbs, I don't think have the legs right.
He's just gonna dodge them, but he's on a double perma right now.
He reverses too far.
So the question is
low
they-
HP and was spotted. He does get away though.
Gets his Amacon up, but like, you know, there's a Stalingrad. But he takes a
But the
lot of
Stal-
that Stalingrad for it. Like, a lot of
Yes.
that Stalingrad. That Stalingrad was like full.
Starting guard finds a heal in like a second as well, so it's gonna take the Ohio a few salvos to get rid of this guy, if he can even kill him, because Stan was just reversing him to cover. This needs to kill,
Well,
and it does
didn't.
not.
It's fine though. Like they have time. Rain really doesn't.
Penta flipped C.
Did,
Yeah.
yes.
Because,
Look at the HP on Wayne's ships. They all lost a bunch of HP. When did that happen?
They've been taking some trades on the sea cap slowly, which is why the Vermont has now run away from Snackman. And, you know, with Hexagon having taken that torp earlier, that was a real big problem for Rain. Like, they're trying to
So,
make their decisive
I
play on
think
A.
we have a gearing rush coming here soonish. Like, this Ohio is definitely in a rushable position. The question is, do you want to do that with a gearing?
No, there's a Moskva in his face, a Stalingrad to his side, and a Haragumo coming around the corner as well.
Actually,
Yeah.
Sheep is just caught here right now.
Sheep needed
Moskva,
to go. Sheep needed to go.
Blood Legend still has a radar already. He didn't even use it yet.
He
Now
just popped it now.
now it pops. And this
And he
gearing
does
is in a really bad spot.
I think Rain and Sheep needed to go for that, and R3 needed to try to get behind the Ohio as a distraction and try to force the
He's
engagement
trying
online.
to go for it now.
His tubes are out, his engine is out.
Too late.
He
Yeah,
has DCP,
he's
he
turning
has no
out,
DCP,
he's dead.
yeah.
It's too late.
He doesn't have Damacon, he doesn't have tubes.
And he doesn't have HP either.
He had one tube.
It's not enough damage if he even connects.
And now
any-
Artorius in his Des Moines is also kinda stuck here.
Yeah, but he can out-trade this Moskva, right? Well, not if
The
he
Moskva
reverses
can
it,
always
not
duck-
Haragumo.
duck. The Moskva can always duck in again though. Like there's a Stalin radar for some vision, but there's no hydro from the Stalin.
It's all down to Malibu and his Ohio because Dastert has gone back north again, so he's no longer in a position to back pressure Blood because Snackman has joined the rotation and is now fighting over B.
Yeah, but the problem is, if Malamu goes around the back...
Oh, Vermont
Basti
finding a
spotted.
good salvo.
Basti is dead, almost certainly. Keeney takes a lot of HP in the process, though. Are they going to trade Keeney?
I mean, what's gonna shoot him? Like the Vermont just shot Blood Legend, who is actually dying right now. However, Artorius is dying as well. He's on a double perma and just dead.
He may trade Blood if he gets no.
I mean, Malimu is still there with clear shots, so that should be a trade
He should be
eventually.
traded out eventually. He's got the bow fire, and that looks permanent at the moment with 20 seconds on the Damacon, and here comes the main guns.
That's just the kill. But the problem is, it's only Star and Ohio remaining, and the Star can just die to the Ohio just straight up.
Yep.
I mean, the
he is
Haruguma's
going
gonna
to
farm
die.
him out, so.
And Malibu is just in the middle of nowhere. After the Stalin dies.
I mean, look at the HP difference.
Look at the points
Ragnar cannot
difference.
regenerate, he's completely out. The
Araguma
might
actually taking
drop.
a lot of damage. He needs to be careful.
No,
I
not
guess
with
he's
that
selling,
like that,
right?
he's fine.
We have like a minute 30 left on the clock. Des Moines of Rain is kind of just.
I mean, they're surrendering. Like, they're definitely surrendering.
Yeah, they're just desperation push. Like they need to like get something then because Penta just sits at 950 points.
Yep.
I wonder how the trades for Wayne on C went that badly.
It's all down to the Ragnar just eating the damage.
It's because so they had to rotate their Vermont back to get like their Vermont was more focused on trying to get the cross shots in, I think. So he wasn't really paying attention C.
No,
guess.
that was in the important parts fighting on C. It was a bit of downtime for him to engage the other side, but
Remember when we were talking about Turret Traverse earlier? Give it away.
like turn traverse matters.
Yep.
Don't underestimate the importance of being able to fight across the map. That matters so much.
Especially if you go for, you know, central positioning battleship. You actually need that. Like if you're playing a flank battleship, you don't because you're just having your guns on one side permanently and you're not gonna change that really. But if it's like here sleeping giant 7 line or 6 line even, you definitely want that.
It's
And
also very important with the coordination. You need to know who's got radars, when those radars are going to come online, and when you're going to be expecting to use them. Because if you notice with DD contestants, it's always a 2.5 minute-ish cycle, 2 to 3 minute cycle between DDs making moves and actually getting in position. Every time you spot them, they go disappear and they need time to turn around again.
honestly, I think Gang just dying in the Thunderdome was kind of
Just
weird.
pour some water into my ear, why don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, of course
Okay,
we
let's
heard
go.
that.
Let's go for round 2.
No, no, that was weird. Fucking ASMR with Quagsire of the Pond, twitch.tv. That's weird. Over there.
That Penta is up 2-0.
Penta are up to. There's
And that's
potential
big
for
for
reverse
Rain.
sweepage. That is, but I think it's big for Penta actually. I think.
I mean, it is of course big for Penta, but it's also a big problem for Rain because
Yes. Because the next map
mean-
is Loop.
Yep.
there is a potential for a very fast ending here.
Whose map pick is Loop?
Loop was indeed picked by Wayne.
Okay, so which spawn have Penta chosen?
They chose South Spawn. And the
Right.
bans are the same as last game.
So Penta are banning Kleber and Rain are banning Brisbane.
Correct.
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna look and see if I have a mini. Used. Use Panzo noises? Use
Honestly,
Panzo.
but I feel like last game just went down to the trades being way more favorable for Penta. Even though it looked like really rough on C for Penta at the start.
It was mostly the Minnow taking the damage though.
Yeah.
Like that's not the end of the world. I think the big change was the Ragnar taking the torpedo and being completely out of the game for Rain.
Yeah. That job was... The thing is, he could have expected a stop as well, considering he just sat broadside to the gearing's last known position for, like, basically more
Very
than a
long
minute.
time.
Like, he wanted to stay there to, like, keep shooting the gearing because he kept being spotted and they just kept, like, getting a lot of damage on him.
He
But
really
eventually
needed
the
to
stops to
rotate-
survive.
He really needed to rotate to the 9-10 line to join his gearing though. Like you apply some 10 line pressure, try to congest TWA towards, force him to move either back down the 10 line or back, towards the middle. Sitting there in like that central position isn't useful. There's nobody contesting B. He has nowhere to rotate. He's dependent on trying to do damage, but there's no damage to do from that position as a Ragnarok that you can't do from the 9-10 line while also getting additional map pressure as well.
I also really like Blood Legends rotation there.
Ah, yes, you are the expert.
Like, it completely sealed the deal on A. Like the kill on the Marceau wasn't even like wasn't even caused by that rotation because the Marceau kind of just ran into like multiple Hydros and Raiders and just died. But like with the Moskva just shoving his face there into A, range ships just got stuck there and died one by one. Especially the gearing just not committing. Like, we have seen a lot of like these situations where people are just not committing for the rush when they really should have.
I mean,
Like, we have seen it earlier on
experience.
Shatter with the St. Vincent.
I mean, you can see a lot of that with it seems like a level of inexperience that is there. You're not ready for these snap decisions to make them when you do get yourself into these positions. We saw that with I mean, the Rag not eating the torpedoes. You saw him shift the rudder, counter shift the rudder, and then reshift the rudder back again.
Yep.
And this is a tip that goes a long way for everyone. If you're playing randoms or competitive, make a decision, stick to it. Don't go back on it. The more you start questioning yourself, the more you make your problem worse. When you're in a bad position, you just have to commit to something because anything is better than nothing.
And that's the thing, right? We don't even know if the gearing rush would have worked because most likely it wouldn't have, if I'm being honest. Like, they were all ready for him. But like, by not committing, he just dies for free and there's no chance of anything happening.
You have 100% chance of losing him for nothing by sitting there. You have a 5% chance of maybe doing something if you commit to it. So are you going to sit there and take 100% guaranteed chance of bleh? Or are you going to take a 5% chance of maybe doing something? Right? The same goes for if you stuck broadside or you need to make a turnout. Are you going to go sit on an island knowing that you are 100% going to spontaneously combust? Or take a 5% chance to get away with it? You're still good. Like, chances are you're going to die. But take that 5% chance and deal with the bitching and whining in Discord or TeamSpeak afterwards. Trust me, that will come.
Yeah.
You and I both know that.
I remember like our post-game discussion sometimes, like especially after like lost games where we're like, what the fuck happened there? Why did you push out? Why did you like do Pepega shit here and there? It's like it's being heated, and the discussion is gonna be heated for like 5 minutes until like people start to figure out what actually went wrong, why the trades went that badly that people had to like do really yikes individual choices.
I'm gonna quickly have a look and see what happened over B now, because we were talking about like we're not sure how the trading went. We had like Minotaur was super low from the start, right? Minotaur got caught in that radar. Then we have the Ragnar rotates over, the the green Ragnar rotates off, goes to B. So then we have a 4-on-3 over at the C cap. Torpedoes go back and forth. You know, we get the contest. We see that more awkward moment where like we see Vile giving up loads of HP. The Ragnar gets slapped away. The Vermont goes through the channel. And then it just looks like they have just far more firepower available. Like, they get forced so far up the border just because...
I mean, yeah, the moment the Vermont left C and tried to contest B as well as shoot the Moskva over on A, they obviously lost all the firepower advantage on C and just lost C.
Pretty much what happened there. I was just looking over the replay. And by replay, I mean minimap render, because I have that technology!
Wayne tried to rotate forces away, they couldn't afford to rotate it away.
Rain needed to commit to something somewhere. Once they knew that Ragnar was down, they knew their one line was in questionable positions.
They did try to commit on the one line, right? They put their battleship there, they put their GG there, they put the mine on the island, the Stalin pushed up as well. But it was just not enough. They just got outtraded there.
Yeah, and the Vermont in the B as well from Rain was never able to apply pressure to Blood Legend. He made Blood Legend timed it perfectly because he knew he just ate the Stalingrad radar. He knew he was the only radar.
He did get some salvos onto Blood Legend, like after he already arrived at his position, and he was like one of the. He was one of the reasons Blood Legend got traded in the end, and at all. But like the fact that Blood Legend already did the damage at that point, so it's just over. It was just over at that point.
Alright, well, our next map of the day is going to be Loop. I'm going to throw you all at a map introduction video featuring somebody's voice. I'm not entirely sure. I don't actually listen to these. I hear them and talk in the background. Go enjoy that, like, right
Yep.
about now.
Along the Portuguese coast lies a crossing of sea lanes critical to the survival of opposing fleets. Surrounded by towers of crimson sedimentary rock and the expanse of the blue Atlantic, these two fleets will soon engage in a trial by combat where only one team can claim victory. This is Loop. Loop is a 48 by 48 kilometer domination style map with 4 cap points running in a line from west to east. The A and B caps are on the left, C is in the center, and D is on the right. In this new configuration, Loop now has 2 capture points on the west side of the map that can be seen as the team's home caps. Teams will now have to weigh whether it is worth deploying more ships to the west to try to capture the enemy home cap. In the center of the map, capture point C has been greatly reduced in size. It'll be far more challenging for destroyers to comfortably capture this point without sufficient support from teammates and nearby radar cruisers. On the eastern side of the map, capture point D was moved further east. Destroyers wishing to capture this point will no longer find the safety of the island in the middle of the cap and face the threat of enemy radar or even enemy hydro from nearby islands. 18 ships, 2 teams, 1 victor. It's time to play Loop.
I have an uninvited visitor.
Who's it?
Someone save me.
Being saved from? Oh, you're a cat. Like cat issues.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not appearing on my
Yeah.
stream because, you know. Guest star. Technology isn't there yet. I like how I've got Strangers' webcam of him literally not being there. Shows the black screen.
I just replaced you guys with the, like, you know, replacement images slash animations.
Oh well, no, I'm gonna continue
I
having
gave up.
freeze frames because, like, freeze frames are content.
I mean, so there better be clippers out there, right?
Oh god. There's like 2 clips today. Oh.
We have a look. Are there has somebody clipped my face yet?
I think I have to evict my cat in a second. It's like making itself way too comfortable on my lap right now, and it's like not practical for casting a game.
I'm looking at the time right now, and who's the next series between? Do we know, or is it still being decided? Because if it's going to be a 30-minute break, I will just have to raid over after the best of 5 range.
Yeah, I like the schedule, right? You know, it's that the last set would start at like 1700.
Yeah, how about that? We're at 1800 now.
Yeah, and this is the second set.
Yep. Again, since when has those scheduled, like, there was one COTS where that was actually quite well done, because they baked in, like, a lot of downtime into it.
Also, I'm currently looking at like my predictions and stuff, and I am really good on predictions right now.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. So you intentionally chose to not cast PTA versus... Got it.
I didn't even bother with the predictions. Unlucky.
I did in the qualifier stage because, well, I don't know any clans there, honestly. Apart from like Oh Boy, maybe. Oh Boy had to go through fucking qualifiers, and now they're like, you know.
Imagine if it was easy to see the full format of this. Knockout bracket,
Yes,
let's go. Okay, so... I'm really confused.
I've been really confused.
Okay, so 4th place is going to be between Shaft and the winner of Oh Boy versus WND. That'll be
Yes.
the next year.
That's gonna be the last set.
That's gonna still be in progress right now, so...
Yeah, they're going to game 3. Yeah, I
Anyway,
predicted Cloud winning against CSN. I predicted Oh Boy winning against Taurus. I predicted...
I'm gonna go hide
Everything
under my
else.
desk and eat this other sandwich.
Just eat it on stream.
Eat it on stream while we all get to see. Or replace yourself with an upside down spinning helicopter and while you do it or something, I don't know.
These things sound like it. I know.
So does eating. Just don't eat. What do you mean?
There we go. You two are allowed to talk when I'm not on screen.
So yeah, I'm like going through Discord pings because there's like, yeah, Stats like messaged me with a freeze frame of my face again and said it's very like there's like slideshows, but it's very entertaining. And then he says it's an emote gold mine, and I'm like, yes,
Who
fuck,
is?
no, I don't want to deal with this.
Well, the game's starting now, so
Yay. Who's on what team?
I didn't.
I forgot. Rain
is
on left.
alpha.
Rain on left.
All right, game 3, everyone. Painzor, did you like finish eating?
Oh.
Should we take it away this time? Alright, I'll take it away on Rain then. We have Vermont Incomparable for battleships, followed by Triple Des Moines with Moscow Gearing, and a Ragnar. What do we have on the other side, Henning?
We have double Ohio Rooster, double Marseille, Napoli, Daring, and double Wagner.
Why is there a rooster on my screen?
Yep, and it's the leg mod Rooster as well.
Blood Legume.
Yes, there's no escape from janky ship choices.
I don't see a problem. I mean, it's King of the Sea. You remember back when we did, was it triple
Honestly-
Bismarck and like 6 obstacles?
Oh, that's like way back.
That was Winter King, man.
I think, just so you're aware, this is a heavy AP incomparable.
Of course it is. I actually don't like heavy AP on incomp. I think heavy AP is only really good on battleships with high reload. So the problem with heavy AP is that it increases like the duration you burn, and you usually burn because you get shot at. And you get shot at when you're visible. And you're less visible if you have a higher reload. Because, you know, the downtime between timers is higher, and if you're like playing your concealment properly, you
Outnumbered
just
Napoli.
stay unspotted for longer.
So quickly talking about things. Napoli going to be the pool 1 pick. Ragnar's, 2 of them, going to be the pool 2 pick. Oscar going to be the pool 1 pick for Rain, and Ragnar.
Only one Wagner. They don't have 2 of the pool 2 ships. They just say they don't need them.
Right.
I mean, it's honestly fair, because I don't really see a reason why you would take like a Brisbane, for example. And in fact, both teams don't take any.
Stalingrad or...
I mean, they don't take any Brisbanes because they're banned. If they took a Brisbane, that'd be a real problem.
Oh, Brisbane is
Details.
And
Anyway, over the A cap, we're going to be sending Gearing, Des Moines, Vermont. D cap, literally nothing because it's on the enemy side of the map. C cap, we have the Ragnar. Point, and over at D cap, we have literally everything else. So it's going to be Gearing, Worcester, Moskva, Incomparable. I feel like I've missed a ship.
Who is CEO of Dog?
CEO of Dog is Lord Diamond.
Ah. Why are there so many dog themed names here in Fantasy?
I guess you're too much of a cat enjoyer.
I am a cat person.
Right, well, that's going to be...
Oh, so both teams going for their home caps look like, you know...
Yeah, one of you was supposed to talk about where the red team went, but then nobody did.
I was about to get to that. Like,
I
both
know,
Marseilles
got
going
it.
towards the home cap, with Wagner just sitting like in the middle of the 4 line. Ohio just kind of just sitting there, looking, I think, at the C cap for some angles or something like that. Daring Booster contesting the C cap, and Wagner, Napoli, Ohio going for D. This booster position actually makes a lot of sense. Like with Black Mod, you're just waitering the cap like forever.
Sure.
And this position is honestly like your cove is honestly pretty cozy. Yes, the Vermont could get some annoying side with it, but you can tuck yourself into the island really, really deeply.
Which
And outside of
Bloodletting
waiting,
at
you
the
don't get
moment
spotted.
isn't.
Yeah.
He could get random radar if the Des Moines is spotted now. So if he flamus, yeah, first time of the day. Flamu radar, for those that don't know, it's radaring the instant you're spotted.
Usually in a Moskva.
Much to the annoyance of the team. But Artui is showing discipline. He's holding it now, popping the radar with Dog in the cap,
Wow, Artorias
while
takes a
also
big chunk.
losing like a bunch of his HP.
Yeah. Kind of being like a little bit by that front.
Yep. Point actually in a really interesting position here. I like that island is really annoying to deal with because like he can shoot the Des Moines without actually getting spotted by the Des Moines. He needs to be spotted by something else.
Yeah, which he currently is.
Yeah, I think by the Wagner.
Yeah, Artui is taking a lot of damage.
Oh yeah,
He
he's
is
turning out as well.
trying.
He's,
Leave,
he's
he's
actually just
making
trying
it-
to leave, but there's like a
taking a
lot of
chance,
shells.
but-
No, yeah. I think he's fine.
If he gets perma-fired by,
Ohio Salve
Gary.
coming in. There's the permafire.
he has the fire. That
Ohio
Ohio
Salve
Salve was very
landing.
under-led.
Oh no, it
No,
landed perfectly.
it
That was a
landed
good.
right on.
That was well aimed.
That was
Um,
desync on my side.
And
He's-
now
he's
the
just-
other
he's
Ohio
gone,
salvo.
He's gone.
Yeah, that looked planned.
That was very much planned. Those Ohios sat there exactly on those islands, with
You-
intent.
You don't accidentally kill ships, I think.
Yeah, I mean like
No, we have
executing
angle.
that Des Moines in specific was very planned. Swiver's
Like-
taking quite a bit of damage in return though, so at least
Yeah, but I think he's
they're
happy
getting
with that trade.
something. Yeah, of course.
Ah.
Like that trade is like totally favoring Pentap because they're getting C
Um,
for that.
Can we
Even
point
if
out
Shiver
this
goes down to
Ragnar might
5K.
be in trouble?
We might look at D is like very interesting right now. The income is just running. Napoli still has smoke ready, so he should be fine. He needs to be careful about these stops, but he's angled correctly. So unless he like moves himself to the double
Unless he
line of oh no.
Dodges them? Question mark?
I think he's still fine because
He's
Napoli
gonna
is
survive
stupid.
it. Like I don't think he's gonna collect any. He's going for the next
Yeah.
gap.
Napoli is stupid, so it's fine. I'm not sure about the Wagner though, because he has an income problem.
Yeah, well, the income has a Napoli torpedo problem. As we all know, Napoli torpedoes are magical homing. Bullshit. You gotta take
And
a
the
look.
income is
Like,
going
Bobby-
alone. Like this income is just gonna die.
The timing is off. Like Rain looks like they have given up.
This income just overcommitted like horribly.
Like they're not communicating. It does. Rain looks like they have completely ceased to communicate. Like the counter push on the one line seems to have just stopped early. You can see Rain's Des Moines on the one line. Madara is now reversing away from the Masail. You know, not trying to apply that pressure with Malamu's Vermont now pushing in through the middle as well.
This is really odd.
Is uncoordinated.
Malamu appears to be going on an adventure, though. During all this, there's also another adventure going down the 10 line. What's gonna happen over here?
Income just
There
goes
goes the
down
income.
here, and
And I think
basically
that's
for free.
That's it already.
Yeah, the Vermont adventure is something.
He doesn't have a choice though. Like
What
Rain
can
does not
be
have a
s-
choice. They need to get those W buttons duct taped down.
Gearing taking a massive salvo from the Marseille. Wheeler booster is up as well. He's gonna get another one.
Oh,
Yeah,
Des
that
Moines
does.
getting chunked on the 9-9. Yeah, Des Moines is getting chunked from like all directions now. Booster
Yep.
tuning in as well. And Point in his Marseille is just avoiding the Vermont.
Yeah, but Kenny Mod can't. Well, actually, no, never mind. Kenny Mod's just gonna kill Gearing.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Gearing's going to go down. The Des Moines is eventually going to get completely isolated over there. Even if they lose a Masail for that, it's still a very positive trade for them.
Oh,
You say
150K.
that, but Point now found angles on this Des Moines side. So Des Moines actually has to angle in and kind of just go for the ram.
Yeah, but like it's still.
It's just gonna be a gun trade, I guess.
Yep. But still, Madara is pretty much out. Point's going to kill him. and then maybe die to the Vermont later. But it's like ship for ship, it's still very much in PTA's favor.
The Vermont might get. Nah, never mind. Massey is already reversing. He's fine. In the background, we see Hexagon and this Ragnar is just spotted by the booster daring, and this is dying. Yeah, Des Moines goes
There goes the
down.
Des Moines, and right about now we should see the Dognut explode. There it goes.
Now we see Malamu roasting around the
Malamu
corner.
is in a really awkward position. There's
Ow!
that.
Oh dear lord. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ohio sits at that angle? That looked painful.
Vermont actually does have a cheek very similar to Yamato. It's way smaller, but it exists.
Apparently
And if you hit it, you're suffering.
Speaking of suffering, we do see the daring running around the corner, and honestly, I think Rain is
Yeah, this is
It's
over.
over. It is well and truly over.
So apparently we get our 10-minute loop game, but not for the reason we expected.
No.
no. Point of Ship Shady goes down as well. It leaves very lonely sheep. Baba, this sheep. Skinny wool. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, sheep just gonna run around the corner, guns blazing. He appreciates the fact this game is kind of over. Kind of over. And that'll just be a clean 3-0 sweep in this series. Yeah.
Oof.
Truly indeed.
That one.
That honestly looked like a bit of a, mental game problem, if I'm being honest.
Very much. You saw that in the end. There was no more cohesion in Rain.
Yeah, that one kind of looked painful.
We've
Well-
all been there.
With that, Penta is gonna advance into the grand finals, not dropping a single game in the entire tournament so far. I think. But that's something.
Supposed to say how long just having experience in the competitive scene really will take you.
Penta has a lot of experience.
I mean, they have the best poacher in the game. I gotta get on like that.
Oh no.
Well, congratulations to PTA for taking that series, and there's honestly not that much to analyze about that game. It just kind of all went wrong. There was a very nice pick very early on at the Des Moines north of the B cap, with both Ohio's getting lovely cross shots, and then Incom getting separated from the rest of his smoke trade, and it just kind of snowballed violently from there. Yeah.
Exceptionally good
We just
setup by
we just
PTA.
pressed W everywhere and just died. Like, they look kind of odd.
I mean, the linchpin of their strategy going down to perfectly planned Ohio crossfires.
I have 10 DM. Why?
Probably freeze frames. I mean, stats just came
Yes.
with freeze frame for me.
Yeah.
Yep. Same for me. Stats is having fun right